Hello, today we're going to talk a little bit about using your TI-84 to graph linear equations as well as identify the x and y intercept of that line. In order to use your TI-84 to graph, the equation must first be in slope-intercept form, that is in the form of y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And of course, we always write our intercepts as ordered pairs. So that would be 0, comma b as an ordered pair. All right, so let's look at the equation that we have here. 2x minus 3y equals 6. So the very first thing we want to do with this equation before we can put it into our calculator is we first must convert this to slope-intercept form. We need to solve this equation for the y variable. So the first thing we're going to do is subtract the 2x from both sides. We want to get that over to the other side of the equation. So when we do that, we get negative 3y equals negative 2x plus 6. So next, to get y by itself, we divide both sides by negative 3. And then we end up with y equals positive 2/3 x minus 2. So that is our equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals 2/3 x minus 2. So now that it's in slope-intercept form, we can input that into our calculators. So in order to do that, we press the y equals key, which is located at the upper left-hand corner of the calculator. And the y part of that equation is already built into the graphing utility. So we just need to enter in the right side of that equation, the 2/3 x minus 2. So that's what we type in, 2/3, so 2 divided by 3, and then your variable key, x minus 2. So we have 2/3 x minus 2. And now we can hit the graph key to see what the line looks like. So now we can see that the line is increasing. And we want to identify our x and y intercept as well. The y intercept would be the easiest. After you press the graph key in the line graphs, before you press anything else, if you just press the trace key located directly next to the graph key, it will automatically give you your y-intercept. And as you can see, it identifies the ordered pair with the x value of 0 and the y value of negative 2. So we can write that for the question, and of course we need to write that as an ordered pair in parentheses. So that would be open parentheses 0, comma, negative 2, close parenthesis. And that's our y-intercept. The x-intercept isn't as easy to do on the calculator as just pressing the trace button. However, there is a way to do that. And to calculate your x-intercept for any graph, you would press the second key and then the trace key. We're trying to get to the calculate function. And then number 2 under calculate, it says 0. And 0 is another word for your x-intercept. So if you select number 2, then you'll see the calculator ask you the left bound of the x-intercept. So we want to right arrow to where our cursor is to the left of the x-intercept and then press enter. And then it asks us right bound. So we want to use our right cursor to get to the right of the line, and it doesn't have to be anywhere in particular. As long as it's to the right of it, that's just fine. Press enter again, and then it asks you to guess. You can move the cursor if you like directly on the intercept, but that's not necessary. You can skip through the guess by pressing enter again, and then you'll see that it gives you the 0, or again the x-intercept with an x value of 3 and a y value of 0. So that is our x-intercept, the ordered pair 3, 0. So we write that again in parentheses 3, comma 0. And that's graphing a linear equation using your TI-84 as well as identifying the x and y intercept.